Hello everyone, this is a practical session of blood grouping. Principle of blood grouping, agglutination. Now what is agglutination? It's a reaction between agglutinogen and agglutinin. Here the agglutinogen means antigen and agglutinins means antibody. But in the blood grouping system, we are using the word agglutinogen and agglutinin instead of antigen and antibody. Apparatus for blood grouping. Pricking apparatus, which includes the spirit, lancet and cotton. 4 clean glass slides. You need 4 clean glass slides. Normal saline, small test tube, dropper, and anti-sera preparations anti-A, anti-B and anti-D. These are the artificially available anti-sera preparations. This anti-A solution contains agglutinin against agglutinogen A. This anti-B solution contains agglutinin against agglutinogen B, and anti-D solution contains agglutinins against agglutinogen D, means Rh antigen. So here we begins with the procedure of blood grouping. First of all, you have to fill about half of small test tube with normal saline, as you are seeing in the photographs. After that, you have to prick your finger with proper aseptic precautions. Now you have to add 2 to 3 drops of blood to the test tube containing normal saline. Take 4 clean glass slides and mark them A, B, C and D. Here the C word is we are using for the control. Put 1 drop of anti-sera solution anti-A, anti-B and anti-D in A, B and D slides respectively. So you have to put 1 drop of anti-sera solution anti-A in A number slide. You have to put 1 drop of anti-sera solution anti-B in B number slide, and you also have to put the 1 drop of anti-D solution in D number slides. Now with the help of dropper, add 1 drop of normal saline plus blood solution in all the slides. Now with the help of dropper, you have to add 1 drop of this solution. This solution contains normal saline plus blood in all the 4 slides. Means you have to add 1 drop of this solution in slide number A, in slide number B, in slide number C and in slide number D. Please remember that in the slide number A, there is a anti-sera A solution plus 1 drop of this solution. In the slide number B, there is an anti-sera B solution plus 1 drop of this solution. And in slide number D, there is a 1 drop of anti-sera solution anti-D plus 1 drop of this solution. Now gently shake your slides and wait for 10 minutes. You have to shake the slide gently so that the blood plus normal saline solution gets evenly mixed with the anti-sera solution. Now look for agglutination. If dust-like particles appear, then it's agglutination. Now look in this slide, which having a anti-sera A solution and blood plus normal saline. So you are able to find the dust-like particle in this solution, then it's a positive agglutination reaction is there. Now if you find this dust-like particles in anti-sera B solution, then there is also the presence of agglutination reaction in this solution. And if you are also going to find these dust-like particles in anti-sera D solution, then there is also the presence of agglutination. Now there are 3 different types of agglutinogen is present: agglutinogen A, agglutinogen B and Rh agglutinogen. So their blood group will be A, B positive because all 3 agglutinogens are present. All right. Now, how to differentiate between agglutination and rouleau formation? When there is agglutination occurs inside some of the antisera solution, it looks like a dust-like particle. Look at this. These are the dust-like particles. When appears, our result will be positive, and that will be the agglutination reaction is present. The word rouleau formation, which means that RBC having a property of sticking to each other just like a stakes of coin. So this is the rouleau formation. Please don't confuse with the agglutination and rouleau formation. That's why we are using slide number C, where and in this solution there will be the rouleau formation. Slide number C we must have to take to avoid the false positive results. So please don't confuse between the agglutination and rouleau formation. Agglutination means there is a presence of some or appearance of some dust like particles in the solution. So slide number A, you are clearly find these dust like particles. So agglutination is present. In slide number B, you are also clearly find these dust like particles. So agglutination is present. In slide number C, here the slide number C only having the normal saline plus blood solution. So there is never presence of any type of agglutination in this slide number C. And in this slide number C only you will find the rouleau formation, means there is a property of RBC sticking to each other just like a stacks of coin. And this slide number C is must during the practical of this blood grouping to avoid false positive result. And in slide number D, there is also the presence of dust like particles. That means that agglutination is present. So we did this practical and find that the person having a AB positive blood group, because there is a presence of agglutinogen A, agglutinogen B as well as RH agglutinogen. Clear? This table is most important to find out our result. That means that which blood group is present at the time of different type of agglutination occurs in the three type of antisera. In the persons having A positive blood group, you will find agglutination in antisera A solution as well as antisera D solution. In the persons of A negative blood group, you will find agglutination in antisera A solution. In the persons of B positive blood group, you will find agglutination in antisera B solution and antisera D solution. In the persons of B negative blood group, you will find agglutination only in the antisera B. In the persons of AB positive blood group, as we seen in my previous slide, we will find agglutination in all three antisera solutions. That means antisera A, antisera B and antisera D. In the persons of AB negative blood group, we will find agglutination in antisera A solution and antisera B solution. In the persons of blood group O positive, you will find agglutination reaction only in the antisera D. And in the persons of O negative blood group, you never find agglutination in any of these antisera solution, because they don't have any type of agglutinogens, neither A nor B. So this table is the most important. Please note it down. Now what is zone phenomena? For agglutination to occur, the agglutinogen and agglutinin concentration has to be the same. If it's not the same, then no reaction occurs. That's why we added 1 drop of antisera solution as well as 1 drop of normal saline plus blood solution. So that is the zone phenomena. Now what is the use of blood grouping? In the blood transfusion, to know RH incompatibility, in paternity dispute as medical legal importance to know susceptibility of various disease. That is the most important viva question. Via this presentation, I hope everyone understood how to do the blood grouping in the hematology lab.